Yeah, you. Get off your phone. You're telling me we spent 2 weeks on this episode and you can't give me 5 minutes of your time?
What's up, Panthers? Hope you're all having a good day. Today we're shining a spotlight on Miss Williams, one of the chemistry teachers here at Pato High School.
All right, so I became a teacher because growing up I didn't have many teachers of color. And so the reason I became a teacher is because I really wanted students to see more teachers like me. And I decided that becoming a teacher was one of the things that students would want to go into science, especially into chemistry. My mom was an analytical chemist, and so that pushed me into also wanting to go into chemistry. So I left industry and then became a teacher. So the things that drives me for being a teacher is the faces, my kids. I honestly see my students as being my child. And so the light in their eyes is one of the things that really drives me every single day. It's funny because I absolutely love every single one of my students, even though they possibly think I don't. The motivation in their faces, I know that this is a hard subject that I teach, and so just seeing them drives me every single day. Having conversations with my students, laughing with them, playing around with them is really what drives me every single day. I was recently named Alumni of the Year for Math and Science. I have definitely talked to House representatives and senators about education. One of the bills that I signed off on was making sure that teachers know about social emotional learning in the classroom. So that was one of the things that we really pushed hard for, and we did because of the fellowship that I'm in. I created an affinity group to really help to push to get teachers of color into the profession. So that was a really big accomplishment for me too.
Hey Panthers! Today's National Ice Cream Sundae Day. So to celebrate, I'll be showing you how to make one of my favorite sundaes. First things first, let's begin by adding chocolate syrup all around the inside of the cup. Next, we will add 2 scoops of cookies and cream ice cream. Last but not least, we will top it up with some whipped cream, more chocolate syrup, and of course, you can't forget about the sprinkles for the finishing touch. Remember to treat yourself to an ice cream sundae for today's National Sundae Day.
In our African American Studies class, Ms. Rogers recently collaborated with some familiar faces in a lesson to teach students the importance and history of the Divine Nine. In case you didn't know, the NPHC was an instrument in bringing Black collegians together as they campaign for equal rights and fair treatment under the law. And it continues to do so now as young men and women honor the history, traditions, and ideas of their Greek organization. There are now 9 members of the NPHC, and these Greek organizations are referred to as the Divine Nine, in which some of your favorite teachers and staff are a part of.
Right, hi, my name is Janai Rogers, and I teach African American Studies on an academic level at Pato High School, along with government and dual credit college government. Yeah, so the lesson that I prepared about a week ago was for the Divine Nine exhibit. This lesson called for students to understand the rise of historically Black colleges and universities and the organizations that took shape as a result of this and Jim Crow laws that affected students during that time in the Jim Crow South and all across America. Teachers in Pato High School's campus are also a part of the Divine Nine. They are members of one of these fraternal or sorority organizations. And I thought it was important for students at Pato High School, not just in my course, to see their teachers who exemplify that type of excellence when we were in college. So to incorporate them in the lesson was also kind of like a mini lesson in itself. This lesson was important to me because I really wanted students to understand how African Americans organized at an early part of the 20th century. It was important that they came together in order to accomplish their goals in a collegiate setting. students need to understand that organizing at a grassroots level can matter and makes a big difference. I wanted them to understand the significance of not only just organizing, but how when you come together, as they say, it takes a village, you can really make a great impact and ultimately change the lives of students on college campuses.
Hey Panthers, as many of you know, today is Veterans Day. So we would like to thank all of the brave men and women who fight for our country. We would also like to thank all of the veterans that are no longer here with us. We appreciate the hard work and sacrifices our troops give to fight for our country day after day.
The Blackout Pep Rally was one you shouldn't have missed. The step team stepped, the strutters strutted, the cheerleaders cheered, and the band delivered with music while some of our sports teams made announcements about upcoming events. It was a great way to build up hype for not only other sports, but the main event of the night being the football game that would decide whether we became district champions or not. Spoiler alert, we won. Panther Pride is as strong as ever, and I know all of our teams will do their best out there, so make sure to go out and support them. With that all being said, see y'all later.
Well, that's going to do it for today's episode.
Be sure to tell your teachers to tune in
during advisory for a new episode
every Tuesday or Thursday.
And be sure to tune in on Instagram
at PHS Panther TV
and on Twitter
at PHS_Panther TV.
Have a great day, Panthers!